Welcome back, everyone, to 1 Million Minds. Hello, Balaji. How are you doing?
Hey Rajni, I'm doing great, man. How was your Eclipse experience? We are talking about Eclipse.
Oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. We have to talk about it. I have to say it's one of my top three experiences I've ever had in my life because there's a lot of hype. I've never been in total eclipse.
Did you get to watch it
But
with the glasses?
the total eclipse, you can watch it without glasses because it gets really dark. Like it's like evening. I think the best part was watching with the community because all of my neighbors were outside, and there's this elementary school next to us, and the kids were all outside. They were playing total eclipse of the heart. As soon as it got completely dark, you could just hear this roar of kids going whoa. And then there's little kids next to me too, and the first thing the words of their mouth is like, it is not night time yet. They don't want to go to sleep. So it was one of the funniest. The kids reacted differently, but to me, just being there, it was most incredible 3 minutes. It was too fast. I almost feel like I didn't get everything because you this just going pitch dark. You can see the clouds moving. The birds were freaking out. Then
Crazy.
there was some details about it, like a diamond ring, and they said some beads. Anyway, there's a lot of technical things I didn't know about. I was just having a good time, but then it was all over so fast. But now I'm so excited about it. If I'm still alive in 2044, I'm gonna chase it to California. So let's see.
Now, that is good.
It
I mean,
was
you guys had a full eclipse, right? California, I think, is a partial eclipse. I was reading when it's total eclipse, the shadow is wavy or something, and then there is a eclipse breeze
my God,
apparently.
it is.
Uh, yeah,
If
so
you
all that.
can watch one, if you can watch one, because I wasn't feeling it, right? I've never been in it. I've seen so many partial eclipses. I was like, the sun's gonna be dark. Oh yeah, but it was. I promise. It'll be worth it. And again, I think what made it more dramatic was it was cloudy, like 100% cloud coverage all day. And then there was like 10 minutes exactly when the eclipse happened, and
Exactly.
all the clouds
Oh, that
cleared.
must have been
I'm like,
so
oh,
good.
we thought we were just going to waste because the next one is happening in 220 years. I might be slightly old to see that. So I thought, okay, if you miss this, we don't have an opportunity, right? So anyway, if
So
you can watch it, please watch it.
it's another interesting tidbit. It's apparently a $6 billion economy. The eclipse, just that singular incident, is $6 billion.
I know it was like 60 million. I think after COVID is one of the things that united people together and everybody got to celebrate it, and they have a shared experience, right? And as a community, if I just watched it by myself, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as a community
As a
watching the
community.
kids
Yeah.
watch at school. Yeah. Anyway, it was again, as you can tell, I've talked for more time about the eclipse than the actual eclipse happened. So anyway, if you can watch it, absolutely watch it. That's all I gotta say.
Excellent. All right, let's dive into our topics for the day.
Absolutely. So do you want to kick us off or?
Yeah, I can definitely kick us off. Let me
Yeah.
bring up my. So here's a cool website that I came across. I thought I'll share with everyone. This is from
Mhm.
artificialanalysis.ai. They have done a great job consolidating some of these trends, and I just wanted to share with everyone. Um, when we think about large language models, there's few parameters that come into mind, right? Either the quality or the throughput or the price. I think this website has put it together. So if you're shopping for something, where is the best value given two parameters, right? It's almost clear that larger the model or the weights, like trillions, like GPT-4 is like trillions of weights. You can see the speed is slow. Versus if you
Yeah.
have less parameters, then it's faster, but the quality is lower. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, kudos to this website bringing all of this together in the same place, especially with the price as well. Apparently, Claude 3 Opus is almost as expensive as hiring a human being to do the job, right? So why would you why would you use Claude 3, right? So these kind of questions are coming up. I'm sure as technology matures, all of this change, but it's an interesting perspective. So, Rajni, what do you think?
It is very visual, right? And I love seeing being able to because we've been reading about it. We see a bunch of numbers and we can figure out once you. But visually seeing this is a great way. To your point, whether you're a developer or somebody who just wants to understand more about the space, this is a great way to say that the smaller models, of course, are faster. So how do we? It's a lever, right? where's the sweet spot for you as far as speed, quality, and price? So
Right. One of the things is if you go smaller, it's very clear the quality of the output is suffering, right? But maybe if it suffers a little and you get good throughput, can you use it? And I think that's where the RAG type of technology comes into play, right? Like, okay, I compromise on the quality of the model, but I can augment it with something else and make it almost a same response type as a bigger model. This is what industry is now coming up with as a solution, and I think everybody's liking it in the sense that whatever they're playing with the price or speed type of thing. So let's share another. This is the quality versus throughput type of a graph where um, the preferred quadrant being here, you get an idea if you want to go this way to pick a solution. And the
so I know
second,
the quality is on the y-axis and throughput is on the x-axis. Our pictures are blocking it. Okay, perfect.
yeah,
So really, what the analysis on this is, if you want both quality and throughput, and then Claude 3, Haiku, and Gemini 1.0 Pro is like the good. If you take them as Venn diagrams, the best intersection. But if you
right.
just want high quality, you go with GPT-4 Turbo or Claude 3, the expensive Claude 3 Opus. Got it. Okay.
Right. And the next one is quality versus price. I think this is more relevant for people who are cost conscious, right? If you're trying to bring up a solution, where is the balance? How can I still make money selling
Mhm.
something, right? I think this chart, I liked it.
Yeah, especially if you're building a wrapper around some of these models, right? It'll be good to understand. So this is the thing, right? Quality at the end of the day is still subjective. So what I mean by that is, how do they define what is good quality? Is it like the quality of responses you're getting back from the LLMs? Is that like who decides that? It feels still. I'm not questioning these numbers, but I'm just wondering how do they really define this is a high quality response?
I wanted to, good question, Rajni. I think everybody's tackling the same thing. So again, we evaluated or we shared our thoughts on another platform called TrueLens or open source that kind of give you the tools to evaluate, right? For RAG, there's a new one that came up, which is called RAG Assessment or RAGAS or what, RAGAS or RAG
Raga,
AS,
okay, that sounds right.
RAGAS score. So these are the objective ways they are measuring, right? So they want to check faithfulness of the response. How factually accurate is the generated answer, right? And
Got
then
it. Okay.
relevancy. How relevant is it to the question? Right, and retrieval is what is the signal to noise ratio, and the context recall, can it retrieve all the relevant information using the context? And so I think again it's still very it's key area of research and people are putting together. No one answer fits all, but I think some kind of objective measures are showing up on how do we even know what the quality
That's good.
is.
Yes, this is great, right? Because that's what I was going with. It is how do we define it? Because let's say I'm asking, I'm a developer who's developing like a law-based app, then there could be different version unless I fine tune it, or if it's a healthcare, or if it's a general, just a creative conversation I'm having, or a chatbot. I think all of them have different requirements for quality. So I think we have to go kind of overlay that. Again, this will give you a good way to filter the outstanding LLMs, and then within that, based on what your use case is, one of them might be a better quality for you, right? So that's good.
Right. This problem, you're right, Rajni. I think this problem shows up. What happens if a same phrase has two different connotations in two different fields? If you work with the LLM, right, and it might think it's the right answer, we call it it's hallucinating, but it's based on whatever it has learned, based on the training, it's coming up with the answer without understanding the specific connotation, right? And yeah, how do we know whether it's this measure or whatever it's? So I think a lot of work is still manual, right? You have to make sure that things are perfect before you release this out, saying it's a good quality solution.
And I think that's one of the things I was reading about this week too. Is the same thing, right? There's an output, and then there's another agent. Let's say an agent is doing something, give an output. Another agent, almost like I won't call it mentor, but basically something that is reviewing the output to give you feedback to make sure it's it's aligned and a good quality, or giving more of a feedback loop to the agent that's actually giving the responses. So that's what I was going with. Is I think it'll be good to have some external parameters, but if you can train an agent to be that just quality control person as this other agent or your app is doing it, I think that's how the whole process is going to get better.
Yes, it is. It is true, and I think that's where the effort is, trying to get some objective measures, so you can kind of have this CI/CD type of a pipeline, so things are automatically grading things, right? Yes, humans are needed to fine tune, tweak, but there's basics that are getting into play where you can deploy and you can continuously monitor, refine, and keep working on it. All right.
Perfect.
So the last one is the throughput versus price, and it's almost like Grok is the lone winner there. High throughput for the given
Yeah.
price,
So let me
and
look. So
that
okay. So
yeah.
Grok is, oh man, Grok is heads and shoulder above everybody else. Okay. Where's our? How come I don't see our? Maybe I can
These are all
see
the
Mistral.
yeah yeah.
Yeah. So what is the? These are just all of the actual.
So these are frame like a solution, like they offer these through API, right? So they basically create an
Okay.
open AI type thing for all the models behind them. Grok has 3 or 4 open source model that's being
Yeah, that's
used
what
to
it's.
infer with this. So Deep Infra is another. So all these are platforms. Amazon Bedrock is another platform provider,
Yes.
right? So
So within Grok, within Amazon Bedrock, you can use different LLMs. They have the
correct,
whole
correct.
like a choose. Okay, got it now. Now it makes sense.
So
Okay.
so this is basically measuring which one of these service offerings does the best for the given throughput and price.
For the price. Okay.